it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Denver Broncos and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat, but a first down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lucas. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Middle they go. Lucas. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also,
and he fires one that's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On second down, it's Lucas. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Jones. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Bucs at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Jones. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Nick Bonito, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
This one is caught. It's Patton. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Throwing on first down. Jones. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He's still on his feet, and he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A huge play there for Denver, 41 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Looking to throw. Ramos. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here's Moore. He will return it. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hoffman. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. This one complete to Scott Miller. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Hoffman. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man complete. It's Lucas. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Lucas. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That's taken in by Dulcich.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Ramos. And this one is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 32. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now Ramos on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open book beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On the set. Cheetah.
Ramos throwing on 4th down. And Marshall's got it. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Terrace Marshall, 32 yards. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. McManus now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Broncos 41, Buccaneers nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Jones throw taken in by Evans here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, it's Lucas. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Up the middle they go. It's Lucas. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Lucas. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
It's caught. It's Miller. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is? It could be for the game the way that things are going right now. I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Ready up. Drill 52. Drill, Miller. Right, white.
Ramos now on 1st and 10. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Ready?
Now Ramos on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half. just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Strike. Check. Strike.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. White, he'll try the left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, Jones. And this one's incomplete.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. This is caught by Evans. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Lucas, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Jones. Caught outright by Patton. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing doing there. And that'll set up 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got him. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Up the middle they go. It's Lucas, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. The holding penalty, that puts him in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. Back to throw again. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Scotty Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Off Play action. Ramos. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Broncos take over first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Ramos. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Here's Ramos. Throwing on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw. Ramos. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Logan Hall. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready.
To throw is Ramos. Throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. First down, here's White. And some room to work. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They go play action here on 1st down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. From 10 yards out. And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A short kick taken at the 18. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Okay, break.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high-percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Looking to throw. Ramos. And that's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Ramos. Dancing to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Marshall. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go now.
On 4th down, Ramos. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second down and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is caught by Evans. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll go up the middle with White. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a handoff up the middle. Lucas. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So obviously that one really hurts not to be able to convert. But this one's not over yet, Charles. Look at the clock, and then also 2 timeouts still left for him.
And if I'm coaching the defense, I think I'm going all out. And what I mean by that is nothing but pressure packages going at them. I'm going to force them on off.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations. So when your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going up top. Oh, wide open, complete. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Ramos. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Lucas. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Denver, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.